Hi everyone and welcome to Protocol 36, and in today's video we'll be talking about a question a lot of people have been asking, and that is, why is Doctor Strange helping Peter Parker in Spider-Man No Way Home? However, before we get started, if at any point you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could drop a like, as that would really help out the channel. And I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, so if you could also subscribe, that would mean the world to me. After finally getting the teaser trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home and seeing it for the first time, many people point out and thinks that Doctor Strange is acting a little bit odd, and we're asking questions such as, why is Doctor Strange helping Peter, a kid he didn't really give the time of day to in Infinity War, and would have sacrificed him and Tony Stark for the time stone? So why is he acting so chilled now and willing to help him out, especially when Wong told him how dangerous the spell is and told him to not do it, which Doctor Strange obviously lied, obviously having major consequences on a multiversal scale. And for me, even though Doctor Strange, yes, didn't really think much of Peter in the Avengers films, especially before the Battle of Titan, though afterwards he did say in the trailer that they managed to save the universe together, so that alone would change his perspective on Peter, despite his age. Not to mention, Peter saved his life in Infinity War twice. So if a person you know is going through something that is ruining not only their life, but also the friends and families, and that same person saved your life, it would be best to help them out, because that's the least you owe them. So for me, even though they're probably not going to mention that in the film, it definitely could be one of the reasons why. Not to mention, even though Doctor Strange has changed a lot from his first film, eventually learning to put others before himself and realizing that the universe does not revolve around him. His arrogance hasn't really left him entirely, which is the same for Tony. Heck, both Tony and Steven clashed multiple times in Infinity War, but were able to put the differences aside in order to defeat Thanos. So even though Doctor Strange has humbled himself over time, there are still some traits he has that still makes his character consistent. As not only does he give Peter the same wink he gives to Tony, but also in his solo film, he was told by Wong and Mordo to not use the Eye of Agamotto again, after experimenting with it and seeing what it does. Yet he still takes it and uses it against Caecilius and of course Dormammu in the final battle. As we know, he's pretty rebellious and likes to challenge himself, again staying consistent with his character in the MCU so far, since every time he ignored Wong, Mordo, and even sometimes the Ancient One, he usually comes out on top and uses that to save the day, as ignoring them was what saved Earth from Dormammu, so it would make sense that he would do it again, especially as it involves a fellow Avenger. So it's definitely not Mephisto, and it can't be Agatha Harkness, which I heard some people say it is. Now I kinda understand why some people may think it's Mephisto in disguise, but I don't think so. John Watts and co already pulled that trick on us in Far From Home when it came to Nick Fury and Maria Hill actually being Skrulls, specifically Talos and his wife, so I definitely think they won't do that again with Doctor Strange, especially when it comes to Mephisto, who we haven't met in the MCU yet. Plus, Sony and Marvel definitely wants this movie to do well in China, since a good portion of the box office does come from them. But with Agatha, Wanda imprisoned her in Westview, so that's impossible. So at the end of the day, it's just Stephen Strange being Stephen Strange, ignoring Wong because it's what got him where he is today, the master of the mystic arts, and eventually the Sorcerer Supreme. And of course, helping out Peter because they saved the universe together, doing him a favor since Peter did save him multiple times, like I mentioned before. However, what about you guys? Why do you think Doctor Strange is helping out Peter, despite Wong telling him the spell was dangerous? Do you agree with me or do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, and what more, subscribe. To begin, Protocol 36.